Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time. The Rise protocol is complete. A brand new journey has begun, and it is the New World Order. And we have so many amazing fights on this card. But today is a digital face-off between Lil Joey and Grim. I cannot wait for this one, guys. I can't believe that I'm doing the face-to-face between these two. It is a pleasure to do this. Um, it's it's amazing. So I want to start first of on Grim. I want to start with you, sir, because you are the person that is coming back to Breakout. How are you feeling about this fight? How are you feeling about everything that's going on?
I mean, I feel good. I feel great. And I'm in good spirits, ready to just get back out there. I mean, obviously the first two times I went out there, I didn't get the decisions that I wanted, but I can feel my improvement each time I go. So I'm ready to see uh how I go this time, how much I learn in this camp, and just enjoying fight week, the crazy shit, and then the fight itself. So.
And Joey, going back to you, how are you feeling about this? How are you feeling today, and how this fight is going? I know you got another fight coming up here pretty soon before Grim, but how are you feeling about Grim and the opponent you got in front of you?
No, I'm excited. I it started out with me calling out either Grim and River. So now that we're here and I'm making my breakout debut against one of the best prospects in the scene. So it's kind of fucking awesome. I can't lie. But it's gonna be fun. I'm preparing hard and just gotta get this first fight out of the way, and then we here.
Well, and I'm glad both of you guys are here. And Grim, you've been on Breakout for a while. You started your journey on Breakout, but Joey, this is your first time on Breakout, so I want to know your perspective on getting on Breakout and why the decision to be on Breakout.
Well, I can't lie. Like the first time I wanted to be on Breakout was like around Breakout '01, I think, and I was kind of just looking, and I really didn't realize that this was kind of a thing that was happening. Like small creators like making their own event, like it was just crazy. So, I mean, I was able to get the fight on Vigilant, and now I know I talked to Pat. I think a little bit when me and Grimvus were going back and forth on his live, and Pat was talking about getting me on Breakout at some point. So it's about time, and it's just a cool this is a cool place for small creators to kind of be around each other, and it's just something I love.
And Grimvis, you're coming back. The literally you're coming off of every Breakout fight. So how does it feel coming back? And after your last fight, what do you feel like your goal is right now after your last fight in Breakout against Zach, who came out, literally last second? I mean, honestly, it was like 2 or 3 hours before the event that we knew your for sure opponent. So
Yeah,
how do you feel like coming into the the Breakout event, and what are you willing to prove?
I mean, like I said before, I feel myself improving. I still feel like regardless of what my record says, I still feel like I'm one of the best. Uh, I feel like technique wise, especially with the background that I have, um, last fight being the first time I even was in a boxing gym and how much I grew. Um, I just feel like my potential is limitless. Like I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to get better and continue to perform better under the lights. And there's no place to do it like Breakout. I'm signed for a reason. It feels like home. They run it professional. I have a great relationship with Lesnar and Pat, so they really look out for me with all the fights. Obviously, my opponents on their end, what they do is what they do that has nothing to do with Pat and Lesnar. Obviously, I was gonna fight Wonder last time, and everything was formed around him. And then last second, I had to switch over to fight Zach, and Zach's no slouch. He maybe didn't have a full training camp geared towards me, but he stays in the gym 24/7. That's like his character is that he just works super super hard. So to go from Wonder to someone who's in a boxing gym all the time and have to adjust on the fly. I'm still fresh in the boxing, so that was difficult. But I still feel like I had those moments where I shined, and you could see um what the whole plan was. A wonder. You can see how much I improved and stuff like that. I just unfortunately wasn't able to carry it out 100%. But that's why I come back, because I know I'm gonna be able to put it all together and show everybody what I truly can do.
So you two have been going back and forth for a while. Like it just seems like you guys this fight was meant to happen at some point. So I want to start with Joey and then we'll go to Grim. But what are your expectations out of Grim? Like you guys obviously studied each other. You guys obviously talk shit back and forth. But
let me say this. Let me say this before Grim says anything.
Go ahead.
I don't think Grim's been studying me, because there's like jack shit of footage of me out there. So I'll put that out there right now, plain and simple. I have watched Grimvus's fights. I saw him against Yaze, and I just felt like it was a fight that I could definitely, not even just win, but like it was a fight that would be entertaining for a lot of people, because I like to brawl. I like to, if I get hit, I'm gonna hit you 10 times harder. And I just think
you're gonna
okay,
fold.
all right,
You're
we'll
gonna
see.
fold.
We'll see.
You're
We'll
gonna
see.
fold. You're gonna run
We'll
into the
see.
stupidest right
We'll
hand
see.
ever, bro.
We'll see. We'll
Oh
see.
my
If you
God,
keep
bro.
thinking that, that's fine. You can keep
Bro,
thinking that. You can
you
keep
never
thinking that,
fought
but
in
it's
front
not.
of a crowd.
I
It's so different
keep
than what
thinking
you
that.
think it is,
Keep
bro.
thinking. I hope you
Oh
keep
my
thinking that.
Lord.
I hope you keep. It's that okay.
Well,
Let me
bless you
ask
with
you,
this
Grim.
right
Do you think
hand.
this is gonna be your easiest fight, right?
Out of all three, yeah. You're the only one who doesn't have amateur
What's
fights.
your prediction then? What's your prediction then?
I'm not looking for anything. Prediction is a win. I'm not looking for nothing. I know your whole thing is you think that I'm underestimating you, and you think that because of what there is out there that I'm just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be easy. I'm not gonna train. I'm still gonna train hard, and I'm just like, the thing is,
No, there's
I
no
don't want
question
it to
about
be.
you
I
training
don't want it
hard.
to be close. I don't want it to be like, I could have went either way. I don't want it to be like, oh, Joey had good moments. I want it to be like, damn, he whooped his fucking ass. Like, that's how I want it
It's
to
not
be.
gonna happen, but
Like
I mean,
a
you can
straight
keep hoping.
ass
You can
whooping.
keep training for that, but it ain't gonna happen.
It
It ain't
will.
gonna happen.
It will. It will.
You know,
It will.
it's not. It's not. But whatever.
Well, boys, I want to move on to the next question. That pretty much answers my question for both of you guys. But I want to go to Grim. Start this one off with you. How is training camp going for you? And is there anything specifically going on in training camp that you see happening in the fight? Like you see something like a move or a tactic or something that you could see yourself finishing this fight?
I mean, with Joey, like he said, there's not much out there on him. And honestly, what I've come to find out is, at least with my last two fights, it's not really the best to study someone super, super hard, because they can come out a completely different way. And the moment you're waiting for may never come. So, my best thing, honestly, is just to work on myself, work on what I need to do, what my mistakes are, and just make sure that he can't take advantage of them. Obviously, there's a lot more out there on me than there is on him. So we can kind of see my tendencies a bit more. So honestly, the biggest thing is just to fix those and focus on what he does actually against me in the ring. What he does when I hit him, when he feels how hard I hit him, and how he responds to that, and how I take advantage of that. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep training hard. I mean, I spar real killers. I spar pros. I spar people who do this for a living. And they don't take that shit lightly. I mean, that's the culture where I live at. Is that's what we're known for. We're known for boxers who go out there to kill. And I don't take it no less just because it's small creator boxing, or just because I'm going against Little Joey. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna go out there to perform. And I know he's not ready. I just know he won't be.
Well, and I do love.
I guess I'm not ready. I guess I'm not ready. I don't know. I guess
Joey,
we answered that question.
Joey, yeah, like bouncing off of you, how is training camp, and is there anything that you see in your tactics that you could take down, Grim?
So right now I'm actually dropping weight right now, so I'm gonna have to come back up in weight. It's not gonna be a big jump in weight for the Grim fight, but right now I'm just kind of I've been kind of in and out of training for like a year and a half.
Wait,
so
how much do you
it's
weigh?
been like I'm 145 right now.
So why the fuck would you drop below 140? What? We fight at
I'm
140.
I needed a fight for this Vigilant card, and this guy, he had two stipulations.
Mm.
One, it had to be headgear, and two, I had to get down to 138. So I was like, all right, whatever. Let's just fucking do this thing. So, and it's not that
Forgot
much
about
weight
that
either.
bum ass fight. You got it. You're good.
Bruh, look, all I'm gonna say is amateur sanction. I'm hyped for it. It's gonna be a good test for me because it's gonna be in front of a pretty big crowd. So
Great.
I'm gonna be it's gonna give me a little test before
Now, if you lose, what
Breakout.
happens though? Are you gonna pull out the
I'm
fight?
still fighting you. If I lose, I'm still fighting you, but I'm not gonna lose. I mean, that's just a fight that's not.
Yo.
It's not possible for me to lose that fight.
Get a backup ready just in case you pull out when he.
Please. You already want a back.
You don't
He wants a
understand.
backup. He wants a backup.
Because I mean, I had to do a Warner pulling out last second, so this time I don't want it to be last second.
I ain't wonder.
I just feel like you haven't. I just feel like you haven't experienced what it's like, the mental weight on having a fight in front of a crowd where half the people don't even want you to win. They want to see you get hurt, and then you got to stand in front of someone who wants to knock you out.
Hey, I'm going into enemy territory for my vigilant debut.
That's cool, but when you feel it for the first time, don't get nervous to fight me after.
I ain't most wanted. Don't worry about it.
Well, boys, I want to ask you a question after this whole debacle that you guys have going on here. But what are your goals for this fight? Like, do you feel like you have a goal in mind? Like, I know Grimvus, you're looking for a win. Joey, you're looking for a win. But like, do you have a specific goal in mind to make yourself established in the scene? And do you have a way of how you're going to finish your opponent? I'm going to start with Lil Joey at this time.
For me, it's just like I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do after these two fights. Like, obviously, I'm probably gonna want to do like a few more fights, but recently I'm just like kind of I just want to help get my name out there. I want to be able to kind of be around that breakout crowd. I really just want to have that kind of I've always wanted to be at these events, and so being able to fight in the first event I'm going to is pretty awesome. So I mean, I'm just trying to help establish myself, get some fights in. I'm probably gonna go back into gonna do some fitness content after that, but the goal is to just show Breakout who I am, show who Lil Joey is, and bring a good fight for everybody.
And Grim, same question for you, brother.
I mean, like you said, the goal is to win. I think the ultimate goal, though. I mean, Joey has been sitting behind the screen talking a lot about people, and some of the stuff he says is valid, especially to the more controversial people in the community. I'm not going to disagree with him on that, but especially before the whole thing started, because Joey started off being known as somebody who would just talk way too much about people without actually knowing what it's like to actually sit in there and actually go fight. That's why the beef started back in November. That's why he hopped on Pat's podcast, and then that's where the whole thing started, where we blew up at each other, because he was known as the 20-something-year-old who just talked way too much about other people without actually knowing what it was like. And that still doesn't sit right with me, because you you don't know what it's like to sit there and fight. You don't know what it's like to sit there and go against somebody who wants to knock you out. And that judgmental stuff behind the screen, that keyboard warrior shit, it's just not cool. It's not, you know what I mean? So and then Joey wanted to talk tough on some live, saying that he could knock me out in the first round. I never forgot about that. Still got that shit saved on my phone. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard you say. You can't do that.
Probably not the dumbest for me. It wasn't the dumbest shit for me, but
you probably say dumb shit all the time, I guess. But you don't. You know that's not true. You can't ever back that up. You will never get close to knocking me out. You can't hurt me. You can't do none of that stuff. And as a man, hearing another man say they can knock you out in the first round and then try to make that fight and then have them duck that fight, or I'm not even gonna say duck, have that fight not go through, that still sat with me. Like, I was like, one day I'm gonna get this fight, and when I do, I'm going to hurt him bad and just make you regret anything you ever said about fighting me. You know what I mean? I know you're not confident. I know you're sitting there, you're nervous, and it's okay because nerves are going to happen. But I know deep down you're wondering how it feels to actually go against me. You can say whatever you want about my record. You can say that I'm winless. That's fine. But I go against high-level opposition, and I perform every time. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can't say anything. I can't say anything about your opponents or about your record because you literally went against probably and you were scheduled against one of the up and coming prospects too. So it's like I can't say anything about that, but I can say this: I've been sparring, I've been in the gym with motherfuckers that are trying to kill me out there,
Where's the
and
footage?
you know I am ready for it. All right,
Where's the footage? What's that Dookie
you'll get
shadowboxing?
some footage next week.
Well,
You'll get some
boys,
footage next week. I
boys,
told you that shit.
well, boys, I want to move on here a little bit, but I wanted to get your predictions on this fight. We're going, towards the last of the questions, but I want to start with Grim. What is your predictions for this fight specifically?
Uh, what was our stipulations? I think it's 3 rounds, 2 minutes, 14 ounce gloves. Uh, I want to say late stoppage or a dominant decision.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to end early.
Okay. And Joey, what do you think is going to happen with this fight?
If I'm being honest, I'm not underestimating Grim at all, and I think it's probably gonna go to a majority decision for me. I'm working hard, and I don't think Grim's gonna make it easy, which is why I think it's gonna be a majority decision.
Okay. And boys, this is my last question for both of you, and we're going to start with Joey for this one. But are there any final words? I know you guys have a lot of talking behind this. It's been about like almost a year, right? That you guys just been talking back and forth of
Like half,
like half a year.
Half a
Okay,
year.
so
Half
so
a year, baby.
okay, all right. So like half a year. You guys been talking back and forth, and this fight has been anticipated. So I just want you guys. I want your guys both final words, and we'll start with Lil Joey.
I know you're ready, Grim. Just know I'm ready. I'm coming to bring a brawl. You haven't seen a fighter like me because I'm not as technical as Yaze. I'm not
You're
as
the
technical
worst.
as Zach, but I'm
You're the
going to
worst.
brawl with you, and you're gonna regret it. So
You're the worst.
be ready. Be ready. I dare you.
Don't
Be
brawl
ready.
with
You're
me.
laughing
Don't
now.
brawl with me.
You're
Don't
laughing
brawl with me.
now.
You'll go to
You
sleep.
are laughing now,
Go to
but you are
sleep.
not going to be laughing when we were in that
Sleep.
ring. I promise you
Sleep.
that. You are not going to be laughing when we're in that ring.
Sleep. It's a
And-
left hook. Left hook
and
on the chin. Bet.
Grim, same question for you.
Man, I was gonna be respectful, but he got me live. Like, listen,
Got a
Joey,
promo, bro. We got
on
a
the
promo.
on
Let's
the real
go.
on
Let's
the
hear it.
realest real, like I like to. My character is I don't like to lie. I don't. I'm be completely honest. I think, especially as of recent, you've turned your character into a lot better. I think the stuff that you've been doing on your own is very admirable, and I respect your grind, and I respect what you try to do for the community and all that stuff. That I have 100% have respect for you, and I think you're killing it absolutely 100%. And I'm never gonna knock you for doing that stuff because you're chasing your dream, and that's at the end of the day, that's what we're all doing. So you're
I
always gonna have a
appreciate it.
respect on that aspect. But when it comes to fighting, I need to show you that you're nowhere near my level, that you'll never be anywhere near my level, and you're at this point you're just playing catch up. You're just trying to catch up to how good I am and how good I will be when the fight day comes, and you're gonna realize that you're not even close. You're not even close. And if you make it to hear that final bell, that you better kneel in that ring and pray to God that he saved you. Because I promise you, I'm not coming to fuck with you. I'm not coming to play around. I'm coming to fuck you up. Plain and simple.
Ladies
All
and
right, hold on,
gentlemen.
hold on. Before we end it, Grim, I commented on that picture. You posted a picture of your new tattoo on your left arm,
Right
and
on.
you said you're
Yeah,
gonna knock me
Snapchat
out with it.
flipped.
Yeah.
Right on.
Now I made a bet with you, and I want to make it on this face to face so everyone knows. If
What?
you lose this fight, no matter if it's a stoppage or a decision or whatever it is, if you lose this fight, you have to get a Grimace tattoo.
100%. Bet.
Let's
And if I win,
Bet.
and if
Yeah.
or when I win, what do I get? Where's my gift?
What do you
Where's my gift?
okay, I'll get something tattooed. What do you want me to get tattooed?
Damn. Matter of fact, let me promo for Breakout. Get the Breakout boxing logo tattooed on you.
Oh,
And under that, I want the date that you lost.
Oh shit. Oh, and
All
there's
right.
a tattoo bet here going
Shit.
on.
All right.
between
Well,
the two.
I'll do. Fine.
Bet.
Oh,
Bet. All
shit.
right, bet.
Let's go.
All right, well,
Pat,
they-
put
they
that
were-
shit in the contract, Pat.
Yeah,
Virtual handshake. Virtual
Virtual, I
handshake
got you,
right
I
there.
got
yeah,
you.
okay.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
there will
Fuck
be a
yeah.
video following the fight of when they get that tattoo. But boys, I appreciate you. New World Order Breakout 04. It is Grim versus Lil Joey, and I cannot wait for this fight. And we will see you when the fight happens.